How is it going, everybody? This is Shady of Shady Horror, back with another watch, another review. Today, we are going to go check out Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. This is the non-US version. Let's go ahead and get into the synopsis of this. Think of the greatest terror imaginable. Is it a monstrous alien, a lethal epidemic, or, as in this harrowing masterpiece from Stanley Kubrick, is it fear of murder by someone who should love and protect you, a member of your very own family? From a script he co-adapted from the Stephen King novel, Kubrick melds vivid performances, menacing settings, dreamlike tracking shots, and shock after shock into a milestone of the macabre. In a signature role, Jack Nicholson plays Jack Torrance, who's come to the elegant, isolated Overlook Hotel as off-season caretaker with his wife and son. Torrance has never been there before. Or has he? The answer lies in a ghostly time warp of madness and murder. A lot of cool special features on this one. Okay, so this is The Shining. It is from the year 1980. It is rated R. This one, the non-US version here, has a runtime of 1 hour and 19 minutes. And it is put out by Warner Brothers. So, this here is the non-US version of The Shining. A significant portion is cut out of this version, and I noticed it instantly. It felt odd, which I guess is good, being this is The Shining, but it does feel significantly different, knowing scenes are gone that I'm used to seeing. I will for sure always go to and prefer the original extended version, I know, but I've had this Blu-ray for a while and felt it's time to finally give this version a spin. I do really like this slipcover here with the Grady twins, and this release also has some documentaries and extras to delve into. This version feels a lot different. Its pacing is quicker, I guess obviously because of the amount of cutscenes, but it was an experience and kind of trippy for me to watch it this way. This is superbly directed by Stanley Kubrick and is one of my favorites. Such an iconic classic adaptation of Stephen King's work, which apparently he didn't care for how Kubrick changed so many things, but I love this movie, and watching it like this, for sure, flowed quicker. As I said, felt odd to me. I personally always will go with the original or director's cut of a film. As you can see, I have the old snapper case there. There's the VHS. There's an unopened DVD. And then there's the Shining the TV movie version, which I've actually never gave a watch. But right here, back to the non-US version, I really enjoyed this too, in a weird way. I almost viewed this like a game. I was like, yep, they skipped that scene. That was shorter. That was gone. That was a different edit. Goes to show just how much I appreciate and know the longer version. The original one I'm used to and have seen so many times. Everyone nails their role in this movie, and the Overlook Hotel itself is, of course, a character of its own. The Overlook Hotel maze looks awesome as always, and the score is perfect to set the tone for this masterpiece of a movie. A lot of conspiracy theories are tied to this film, and there's even a great documentary on that called Room 237, which I've seen. I don't own, but that's a good documentary in itself if you want to check that out. It's interesting. The look, the vibe, the setting are all set here, and in this version, it goes by quick because I'm used to all the other scenes. This is one of those movies, no matter how many times I've seen it, or in this case, the non-US version, I always look in the background or see or notice like some subtle little things that maybe I didn't notice before. Different details that just add to my appreciation and enjoyment of this movie. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, so hey, I had to have this version too. Set in my home state of Colorado and inspired by Stephen King's stay at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, it's creepy, it's paranormal, it's haunting, it's epic, it's The Shining. The format direction and visuals of this film are outstanding and so classic and iconic. And I do like this cut of the film too. It just moves along and gets right to all the horror. That scene with the woman in room 237, still creepy as fuck. Grady and the Grady twins, creepy. Jack's descent into madness, creepy. All the undertones of the past, a dark history, abuse, alcoholism, and of course, the iconic red rum, murder spelled backwards. Some brilliant stuff here. Anger and isolation, and just the duality of reality. What is real? What isn't? It's all part of reality and how history can repeat itself. Great dialogue throughout the entirety of this movie, and even this cut down version, I noticed a few new things in the background. All the colors really pop here, and each room in the Overlook Hotel has its own distinct style. So memorable. The perfect movie for a cold night or a snowy day. It's a cold film. What's crazy is I really enjoyed this cut of the film too. Of course, I'll always go with the longer cut, but it was cool to watch this straight to the horror non-US cut. I love this film and will continue to keep my VHS, DVD, though I haven't seen the TV version, and of course, this Blu-ray. This isn't a conventional horror movie. It's surreal. It's hypnotic. It takes on its own persona. Stanley Kubrick's knocks it out the park with his direction and takes this film to a new area. It's fucking great. The documentaries on this release are also outstanding, expanding on set design, the look, the tone, the shots, the direction of this film and all the different ideas involved. Great insights and interviews. All the extras are great. Some in-depth information and the details and steps taken to make this. It's so cool to see the behind the scenes. Makes me love this film even more. Wonderful special features on this Blu-ray release and, great documentaries to go along with it. I hope everybody's been doing good out there. Today, my friends, this was the classic from the Stephen King adaptation. This is The Shining.